Hello and welcome to RS Foundation. In this video, we are going to discuss a fundamental part of class 9th biology, that is cell, the fundamental unit of life. As we all know that cell as a basic unit of life, and we have seen in the earlier classes that the cell is functional as well as a structural unit. But have you wondered who and how the cell discovery was taken place, how the cell was discovered? So in this video, let's just discuss the discovery of cell. Well, it was the year 1665 when Robert Hooke, he observed some cork slices. Now what the cork slices are? Cork is nothing but the outer part of any tree, you will be finding out that is the bark, and from that bark what he has done, he has taken out the cork. Now a simple cork slice he has taken, and from that cork slice he observed it under a self-made microscope. So you might remember, you might wonder, 1665 there was nothing, but yes, Robert Hooke, he made a magnifying glass, he made a microscope and with the help of this microscope, what he has done, he took a cork slice, he observed it, and what he has found? He found this kind of structures. He found some honeycomb like structures which were closed from all the sides. They all were closed from all the sides, and that's why he named it as cell. Now you might be thinking that why, sir, why it is said as it is called as a cell, why it is called as a cell, why only cell, why not other things? So let me tell you, as they were the closed compartments, in Latin there was a word for the closed boxes. Okay, there was a word for the closed boxes, that is cellula means cell. So thus we found that for the first time in the human history, we got to know about something which is a very basic unit of our life, which is called as cell. So in the year 1665, Robert Hooke discovered the cell. With the help of the cork slices he has taken, he found that there were honeycomb like structures, there were closed boxes, and these closed boxes he named it as a cell. Okay, discovery was done. So it was just a beginning. After around some years, in the year 1674, what had happened? Now before getting on to 1674, I just want to ask you one question. Whether if I say Robert Hooke discovered the cell, it is okay. But if I say Robert Hooke observed the first living cells, is it okay? Obviously not, because the cork slices, the cork cells he has found, they were dead cells. But in the year 1665, as the discovery of cell took place, after a few years we'll be finding out 1674, Antoine Leeuwenhoek, he came and he observed some cells from the pond water. So Leeuwenhoek, in the year 1665, he became the first scientist to observe the living cells. So if somebody asks you who discovered the cell, yeah, it is okay, it is Robert Hooke. But if somebody asks you who observed the first living cells, your answer must be Antoine Leeuwenhoek. So I hope it is clear to you. Next thing occur, now see, as a human race, we all know that we are so much curious to know about the things. So 1665 the journey started. We got to know that the basic unit, the cell is there, and from that then we got to know that the living cells are also there. So living cells were observed. After that, people started studying, the scientists, they have started studying, and they put many things as their observations, out of which in the year 1831 there was a scientist named Robert Brown. So what this Robert Brown has told us about? This Robert Brown termed a concept called nucleus. So he discovered nucleus. There's a central portion. What he said, the central portion in all these cells, that is nothing but the nucleus. So nucleus, the term was given, and discovery of nucleus was done by Robert Brown. After some years, around in the year 1839, there was a scientist named Purkinje. He stated that whatever living component of the cell is, means inside this plasma membrane, whatever material including the cytoplasm, including the nucleus is, it can be considered as protoplasm. So he coined the term protoplasm in that year. Now these are few things related to the discovery and the observations of various scientists. Now let us just talk about what are the various observations we found during this particular era. As discovery was there in 1665, Antoine Leeuwenhoek in 1674 he has observed the pond water living cells. In the year 1831 Robert Brown has told us that the central portion in the cell, it is a nucleus. Then in 1839 some scientist named Purkinje has given the term of protoplasm, that is the living content of the cell. So meanwhile, when all these things were going on, again there were two scientists, Schleiden and Schwann. They were also studying the cells, and they told us about this thing. First, all the plants and animals are made up of cells. Also they stated cell is the basic unit of life. Alright, so what Schleiden and Schwann told, around in the year 1838 and 1839, they made this statement. What was the statement? Cell is the basic unit of life, and all the plants and animals, they are made up of cell. Till that time, what these scientists have told, whatever the statements have been given by Schleiden and Schwann, they called it as a cell theory. After some years, around 1855, there was another scientist whose name was Rudolf Virchow. What he has stated? He stated that, okay, no problem, what Schleiden and Schwann has told, accepted, yes, the cell is the basic unit of life, all the plants and animals, they are made up of cells, that is also okay. Then he marked up a statement, he added in that, he said, we can consider the third statement over here. He said that all new cells arise from pre-existing cells. It means that whatever new cell is going to be formed, it is formed from the pre-existing cell. Means earlier some cell was there, from that cell only new cell can arise. Okay, so this was the statement given by Virchow. So collectively, Schleiden, Schwann and Virchow, all these three statements they have given, they have been called as cell theory. What they have called as? They have called it cell theory. So in this way, we have started from 1665, the first person, the first scientist to find out that there is a certain structure inside the Koch cell, called it as a cell, Then Leeuwenhoek came, he observed the living cells. Then Robert Brown discovered nucleus, Purkinje gave the term protoplasm, and then we got to know about the cell theory, which states, I repeat, all the plant cells and animals, all the plant cells and animals, they are also made up of cells only. The cell is the basic unit of life, and last but not the least, all new cells arise from pre-existing cells. I hope it is clear to you. See you in the next video.